जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this webinar series called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new brand opportunity. Today, we are going to introduce you to a new business opportunity with a basic home loan. Basic Home Loan, founded in 2020, is a fintech company developing an automated platform for home franchising in India. Their aim is to provide consumers with an end-to-end fulfillment through technology for faster loan disbursement. The company has a vision to change the way Bharat finances its affordable home. Today we have Sandeep and Chetan representing Basic Home Loan, and we also have Namrata and Samarth from Franchise India. But before we start the presentation and share the further brand details, I would like to inform all the viewers that you will also have an opportunity to ask your queries about the brand and the business opportunity available. I would request you to please keep on posting your queries in the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. We will take up all those queries post brand presentation. Now, I would request Sandeep to take us through the brand presentation and share more insight about the organization and the available business opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Bharat. Good afternoon, all of you. Let me start this convey. Let me share the screen. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Should we start?
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
So, guys, basic home loan is we are just revolutionizing the home loan experience for Middle India, and we are committed to improving the journey of home loans for every family, make it faster, simpler, and more pleasant. Just like everybody needs a house, and it's a basic necessity for everyone here. And how does it work? Our company follows a physical approach whereby we generate business through our website and agent networks. At no additional charge, we ensure that our trained agent handle each customer's need from start to finish. Just like for every queries, they resolve every query of customers, taking their step-by-step file processing. Everything from documentation to disbursement is dealt with our advisors only, who receives a commission on every successful disbursement. Disbursement is something whenever they get a complete transaction of a home loan process. And as a result, customers receive better products through digital comparison, faster disbursements through agent-led fulfillment, and complete transparency of the home loan process at their convenience. And our vision is to make home loan faster, stress-free, and basic for mid and low income household, just like for a basic affordable homes and the public like middle class India mostly. And mission is to digitize the home loan process for all the increase affordable home penetration for mid and low income household in India through a physical approach. And it's led by the founders, just like if we talk about Mr. Atul Monga, founder and CEO of Basic Home Loan. Let me change this website. Yes, Atul Monga is the co-founder and CEO of Basic Home Loan, a startup working on destroying home loan and increasing affordable loan penetration for middle and low income households. Atul found that affordable housing market has vast potential in his career. Yet ecosystem plays ignored. Through Basic, he wants to ensure hassle-free loans with its automated platform. Before starting his venture, Atul worked in the Indian fintech industry where he set up a lead business for various digital lenders. And he is also a ex-Policy Bazaar and Credit Suisse. He has been an entrepreneur at three fintech and mechanical engineer from IIT Delhi. He was also investment banker and helped raise capital for Rubik Technologies, a fintech marketplace, Dogspot, India's biggest online platform for dogs and cats and small pets, and Disa Solar, a solar power installation service provider. Atul's journey spans from being an investment banker and angel investor to becoming a techopreneur with a fintech specialist. He has held many leadership roles and helped companies strategic license and partnerships. And another one is Kalyan Joshula, which is co-founder of Basic Home Loan, a platform of automating home loan for middle and low income household. Kalyan is also an investment banker and consumer internet business specialist who has 15 plus years of cross-functional, so like my finance strategy and operations experience in building organization across e-commerce marketplaces and ride-hailing startups in India. See in Middle East. Kalyan has played a variety of roles across industry and has worked with large companies such as Ola Cabs, the Zara Group, and Credit Suisse. There's also a strong analytical mindset and finance domain expertise, including deep know-how to IT solution and financial modeling skills. And we are basic home loan. So we provide just we have the products are mainly home loans, balance transfer, just like refining the home loan current going home with a better rate of interest, achieving home ownership easily with customized loan offers and competitive rates. Balance transfer get your existing home loans reduced by refinancing from a new bank, new rate of interest is and new flexible, flexible, just about the new offers of from the banks and lenders, NBFCs. Loan against properties, which is a secure fund for personal and business financial needs by mortgaging your existing properties.
Sandeep, sorry to interrupt.
And mostly the most unique selling points of our brand is the wide network of lenders. Basic Home Loan collaborates with over 85 lenders, banks and NBFC included, ensuring a diverse range of loan options for customers. They can compare their home loans just like their by getting by giving their eligibilities, putting some key features in it, and they can compare their how which banks are currently giving the best rate of interest.
Sandeep, sorry, the slide has not moved to the second one where we show the bankers. The next slide, if you said.
Okay.
Now it's moved. Please continue.
And also with higher, for agents, you can higher earning. The franchisee program also offers high payouts ranging from 90% from 0.40 to 0.50 the top slab. Just like Bank Plus GST providing lucrative earning opportunities also and cross-sell businesses. With our platform, the company utilizes a digital application process, make it easy and efficient for agent and customers also, and step-by-step tracking for their files after they're moving from banks and which stage it is right now and how its movement. Basic offers an integrated customer relationship management CRM platform, streamlining the process for agent and ensuring smooth operations. Also, we will provide agents and franchises pre-verified leads, increasing the chances of successful conversion. But in case of this franchisee, our agents will source the leads from all over all of their surroundings.
Sandeep, the slides are not moving again. If you can check, please.
Yeah, it's okay now. So it's a minimum investment business. Just like if you have opportunity, franchise program requires zero or minimum investment, not zero, making it accessible and low risk for entrepreneurs for young generations. The presence of numerous lending partners ensures competitive rates and options for customers. Additionally, we are giving brand sharing our marketing and promotion activities with you to aiding business growth for you. Currently, milestone that we have already achieved, just like we are present in 650 districts of this pan India, 2 lakh families served, high community impact and trust, 80,000 applicant process till now, which demonstrates our efficiency and capacity. And we are currently working with 85 lender partners. which we can provide a better option to the customers for their home loan requirement at their particular area. And we are opening the like home loans lab, personal and business loan. And we provide a dedicated relationship managers also and expert advisors to help you in throughout the fulfillment of your cases and your journey to the from agents to customers. An ideal partner for the this opportunity would be just like a young entrepreneur, chartered accountant, insurance agents, brokers, and business. If I talk about just like if you getting the leads from this from circle, whatever profile you are currently, अगर आपके पास कोई भी होम लोन्स का लीड्स आता है, आपको सोर्स करना है, आप अपने अपने सराउंडिंग्स में भी वो करके आप इस पार्टनर फ्रेंचाइजी प्रोग्राम में अपने आप को एनरोल करवाने के बाद आप ये सोर्सिंग कर सकते हैं, जिस सोर्सिंग पे आपको अपना डिसबर्समेंट पे एंड उस पे सक्सेसफुल डिसबर्समेंट पे भी आपको उसमें आपके अर्निंग्स क्रिएट हो सकती हैं। और इसके लिए कोई स्पेशलाइज आपको होने की जरूरत नहीं है, इस चीज में आप साइड बाय साइड इस चीज को फ्रेंचाइजी अपॉर्चुनिटी को टेक ओवर कर सकते हैं। What we are providing is also for the agents. Just like lucrative earnings with highest payout percentage and verified leads, partners can achieve significant earning with minimal risk. And we provide a strong support system also, comprehensive training, marketing support, ensuring partners are well equipped for success. So, access to a wide network of over 85 lenders. Partnering with a reputable brand like Basic Home Loan can enhance credibility and trust among potential customers. And with the support of Basic expansion through brand promotion and marketing, partners have significant growth opportunities also. And for the franchisee opportunity, I would like to call Mr. Samarth Ahans to take over from this call and tell more about the franchisee opportunity we are giving right now
Mhm.
through Franchisee India.
Thank
Samarth,
you,
over
Sandeep.
to you.
Thank you, Sandeep, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon to you. The understanding over here is very important that we are giving opportunity to a lot of people across this vast country that we have. Everybody dreams of having their own home, which is very crucial, and to have the right financing opportunity available to them is also our main agenda behind having this opportunity available to everybody. So through our network, what we're trying to establish is partners across the country, across the district, reaching to the nearest audience, which is the residential locations and other locations where people are looking at maybe getting finance for their home and maybe going into a society, independent house, whatever their dream is. So as to establish that and increase the network, it is very important to have the right partners as we were looking at. You could be individuals who are looking at having revenue opportunity. You have very strong network that you are able to leverage and form connection with. Maybe you're into financial advisory or maybe the CAs where people are coming to you for multiple suggestions and you can always recommend and increase this network over there. So it's not only for people who are already coming from a finance background or maybe you're coming a financial background, which is there. If you have good network, you can leverage that network. If you're already into maybe insurance or some other kind of financing agent, you can also take up this opportunity to have home loan added to your portfolio. So two ways to approach the franchise opportunity, which is there. First is the master franchisee. So there are two ways. One would be unit franchisee at the basic level. So you can start from your own office. You can have the branding done with your existing setup. If say, for example, you are a CA and you already have an office, you can just have basic branding done in your office and then start working from there and maybe speaking with people at that particular location. If not, then you can establish a small office at the side and then start the operations which is there and interacting and dealing directly with potential clients which are there. Or if you are having a very large network, you can always take up the master franchise as an opportunity where you'll get a specific territory allocated to you and you'll be in charge of developing that area. You may open your own offices, which is one office is something that you have to establish because you'll be conducting business development and fulfillment and other responsibility depending on the scope and the partnership that we have. But you'll also be finding partners at smaller levels. Say, for example, there is a city that you get access to as a master franchisee. At district level, zonal level, you'll have to have certain partners at the micro level that you'll have to identify and create so that you are able to leverage the reach which is there. So over here, very important considerations as we can see. First is exclusive rights to the territory that is given to a larger franchise partners. You need to come up with, have a good financial background. You need to have a strong network that you're able to leverage. Only then it becomes an advantage. And you also need to have the opportunity to look into different partners at the smaller level. So what you have to understand is it's not only for CAs or people coming from finance background. You could be a businessman, you could be senior corporate employees, you could be other kind of agents which are there who are looking at having diversifying their portfolio or diversifying their or leveraging their network. So it's you could be a senior corporate employee and you have a very large network and you understand that yes, you are able to take out time and leverage this network and bring constant leads for the brand. So yes, people from financial and non-financial background can become partners over here. The other thing that we have to consider is partners who are looking at a bigger partnership. Ideally, if they have knowledge, they are able to leverage it and grow the business much faster. Yes, ideally, financial people would be a very good fit for us, but also non-financial in this kind of industry have been able to leverage their network and grow really well. What we're also looking at is a partner who establishes multiple micro level units or a district or a smaller territory units. So this partner, a master franchisee, would be in charge of developing this network, forming that single unit franchise network for themselves, answer any kind of queries that may come up from other partners which are there, any challenges that are coming in that region, or any other considerations which are there to handle and tackle to ensure that there are smooth operations across. What we're also looking at is a master franchisee who takes up the responsibility to ensure that timely processing, the right documents are in place. So ideally, all our partners, be it a master franchisee or our unit franchisee partners, what they're more focusing on is to bring the good quality leads for us. So they interact, they become the first touch point when we talk about potential clients. They get all the right documentations in place, and then they send it across, they update it on the central portal, which is there, and then the basic team takes over the responsibility of handling and executing the home requirement and the disbursement of the loan, which is there. Once it is dispersed, then you get a certain percentage. A master franchisee has a dual role where they establish a business and a network for the brand, plus also they themselves have a team to execute these kind of services, and they get a percentage on top of that. So not only you get a percentage on the quality or the lead generation that we've done from your side on their success, but also on your partner's success, that you get a percentage. So you get a higher percentage as compared to a single unit partner that we see. Next slide, please. The other option, what we're also saying over here, Sandeep, next slide, please. A master franchisee ideally would need to establish their own office, which is about a 300 to a 500 square feet of a space. It could be a commercial area. It could be near residential clusters, office or zone. Basic home loan would be the main brand through which everything is being processed, whereas the any subunit which is open under the territory assigned to them would be a single unit partner and directly linked to the master franchisees. The minimum requirement from a HR point of view, you require 2 telecallers for the lead generation and business development activities, 2 sales representatives who speak with these clients, inform them about the product, also go and meet other people to establish that kind of network or your partner network, and 1 office pantry staff which is required. So authority to make partners within the geography and get the commission on what they sell is something that you get as an additional revenues. 2 revenue option if you take up a master franchisee opportunity. One is your own lead generation and the fulfillment with the help of the brand, and then you get the payout based on the success and the disbursement by the banks and other authorities. And the second is when your partner is also able to successfully do something, so you get a percentage out of it. So second option, which is there for a unit franchisee. So as I said, it's a franchise-owned, franchise-operated model. As you can see on the left, there are a couple of office representation that you can have a small setup like this on the bottom that you can see, or on the top. So this kind of branding is something that you need to establish in the existing office which is there, or a new office that you're looking into. We're not looking at a very high rental locations which is there. It should be more closer to a good demographic mix and the residential cluster where people can come and avail the facilities and the services which are there. What is required out of the partner is to establish this setup, uh, conduct lead generation activity with the help of and the guidance and the training that the brand provides you before you start the operations. Plus also, when people come, you need to do the initial verification of the documents, have all the documentations which are required for the loan application, and the process being uploaded properly on the server, which is there. And then the brand takes over with the payments link on the portal, plus all the processing charges, the banks, the partners which are there, and then eventually coming back as a reverse cycle if it is cleared with the disbursement. So it's very important. Your payout over here comes after the whole process is completed. The bank has dispersed, the money is received over here, and then it is coming to you. So that's the whole success chain that needs to be conducted before you get the disbursement. It's not only for the lead generation that you're getting a share, it's on the success and the successful disbursement of the funds, which is there. Area restriction is not applicable over here. Ideally, what happens is there might be questions that may come up that yes, there could be multiple people doing calling and other lead generation, leveraging their network and promotion, and maybe getting the same kind of leads. So ideally, in those cases, what happens is whoever places, you have a unique ID code. Every partner will have their own unique ID code. Whoever updates it properly at the earliest, so it's the first come, first serve in these cases. But yes, we do try to have, okay, who has the right quality lead and the right documentation. Everything would be checked properly by the basic team, so that no partner suffers from these cases where, okay, somebody has put certain leads which are there and they don't have sufficient relevant documents assigned to it. So these people would be not qualified to have that kind of lead. You need to have the right documentation, right update. We also update you on a timely basis that this lead has already been updated, so that you are able to also access and then understand that, yes, you don't have to continue talking with them. And then 24 hours is allocated to a partner who has qualified lead and the ready documents, and then allocated to them. So if in case somebody comes up first and they don't have the right documentation in place and you do, so after 24 hours, you will be allocated that lead. So we do safeguard the interest of all the partners which are there. What is ideally required is the ID form, Aadhaar, PAN card, residential proof, and other documentation. These are the things that you generally will have a complete list shared with you, so that you can get all these kind of documentations from the people who are coming to you as potential clients, and then upload them on the portal and the server. Any future consideration, depending on the partner scope and the feasibility, if you are able to expand yourself really well, would also be considered by the brand. Ideally, what you need to do from the operational point of view, master franchisee, as we talked about, create new unit franchise network, get exclusivity of the property, have a office setup. So do you require a bigger setup as compared to a unit franchisee which can have a home office setup or a small setup, as we saw in the previous slide? Conduct the local marketing activities for unit franchisee. So the guidance template and everything is something that the brand provides to you. From a master point of view, there is a central level marketing program, bigger because of the city that they are allocated. So they need to ensure that that campaign is done smoothly in those territory as well. So they work together with the brand to execute it at a central level, whereas a unit franchisee at a local level would do the brand promotion exercises which are there. Financially, if you talk about for a unit franchisee, you can start off about 50,000 per unit, which is there. So within the 50,000, you have 30,000 as a brand fee, and 20,000 you get the kit, you get the branding. So within the 50, the whole thing, the branding kit, the the marketing kits, and the flyer, brochure, soft kit, initial kits, which is there, is provided to you within the 50,000 itself. For a master franchisee, depending on the city, for a metro city, it's about 15 lakh rupees to get exclusivity of the city, and 10 lakh rupees for a non-metro city. 40% of the paying amount is for each successful case is given to the unit franchisee, and 45% is given to the master franchisee for each successful case, which is that. Next slide, please. So what kind of support? We were talking about multiple support mechanisms which are there for each and every partner. So first is the training is very important to understand the basic product, which is there, how we need to pitch to the clients who are coming in, because you are the first touch point. People will come to you, inquire about the product which is there, what kind of support we are providing to them, and how successful we are, and what kind of network we have, and how the whole process works. So you need to be informed really well so that you are able to communicate the same to any client who is potential client who is coming, and also how to increase the marketing and the network, how to generate the leads, what kind of activities you need to do. Everything would be provided to you as a form of training before you start the operations. We'll also help you with the feasibility. To understand the right target audience for you, if you are establishing the network, where we need to target, which market we need to target, which kind of audience we need to target, and how we need to target. So everything becomes very crucial. So this kind of feasibility and help would also be given to you as a form of training and knowledge sharing, so that you are able to reach out to the large right audience and are able to generate quality leads for yourself. Application approval. So franchise details would be updated on the company portal, as I talked about. The application would also be checked and approved by the HO. So it's very important that before we even send it to our partners, partner banks or financial institutions, we have the right checks, right application process and documentation, so that we ensure that all the leads which have been generated by our partners, those quality leads should have quality results and should get the best chance of getting success. So that is where your managers or the key account manager from the basic team side, as Sandeep was mentioning earlier, would be allocated to you, will be helping you out with the managers would be helping you out to handle all these kinds of applications to ensure that everything is smooth. Payout is very important. The company will pay you the fixed payout, as we had talked in the previous slide, for every successful lead generated and converted by the partner, which is very important. So the successful lead, the phase successful is very crucial over here. It's not only on the leads which have been processed, but also being approved and processed. Marketing would always be there as a central level support, plus also managing the client, fulfilling their requirements, any kind of technical support. We'll ensure that yes, the portal is there. We ensure that yes, R&D and other strategic tie-ups are always there. So as you get the best options, you are able to provide more options to potential clients, so as to ensure that yes, they are able to join you and process through basic, which is there. Can we go to the next slide? Yes. So different markets. So ideally, we do have a pan-India vision that we're looking into. First, crucial cities in these different zones would be in South would be Bangalore and Hyderabad as a primary market that we are looking into. East, we have Kolkata. North zone, we have Delhi NCR region, Jaipur, Lucknow, Dehradun. West zone, we have Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, and Thane. These are our primary cities that we are looking into as an opportunity. So if you're coming from these regions or maybe nearby regions and you are interested in taking up this opportunity, you can share your details with the team, and we can always have a further discussion depending upon what kind of partnership, a unit franchisee or a master franchisee that you want to take up. Can we move to the next slide, please? Sandeep? Yeah. So the financial snapshot, so just to understand the unit franchisee I was talking about, 50,000 is the investment that you have to do. 20,000 goes into the branding. So you have your signboard, flyers, standee, inside branding, product brochures that you require to have those kind of discussions with the potential clients. So all of this would be provided to you as an initial kit. 30,000 goes into a brand fee or a franchise fee, where the training, marketing, and other support is also provided by the brand, because we do conduct central level marketing to create that kind of brand awareness, which is very crucial. Partner payout is about 40% of the bank paying upon the success, as we talked about. Term is 1 year. So after 1 year, if you want to continue with the relationship, every year we have to pay about 25,000 as a renewal fee for a 1 year contract, which is there for a unit franchisee. Next slide, please. Uh, for a master partner, as I said, metro cities 15 lakh rupees, GST is applicable. Tier 1 and 2 cities about 10 lakh rupees. Office refurbishment costs as applicable. So whatever we require a basic understanding. Branding is something that the basic logos and the branding would be there. We don't require very fancy refurbishment and other costs that would be involved over here. So for an investor or a partner, they don't have to spend a lot of money on the refurbishment and the lighting, which is there. You just have to have the right equipments to conduct the lead generation exercises, the basic furniture for the team to sit and process. So that you have about 5-6 people who are there in your office for the facility to do that. 45% is something that you are able to get upon each successful closure. So 40% for unit franchisee, 45% that are able to get from a master franchise partnership, which is there. We might also consider if you are looking into, so this is just to reiterate the process for you guys again. What we're looking for here is for you as potential franchise partners just to get the leads, just to get the right documents in place, get that initial quality check done, and all right documentation uploaded on the central server. The fulfillment, processing, and everything is handled by the basic team, which is there. In case you're already there, a bigger partner, which is there, we might consider a partnership where, okay, fulfillment is also something that you might have a collaboration at the later stages. But initially here, your responsibility becomes to have the lead generation, create the brand awareness in your local markets, get the right documentations uploaded on the central platform. Once it is completed and it's a success, you get your paying out of that. The rest, the basic team would be handling all the background processes, clearance, partnerships, and the generation, which is there, so as to ensure that it is. So what we'll do is open it up to everybody to put it there in the Q&A session, which is there. So put your question in the Q&A box. We'll be happy to discuss it further. So I guess a couple of questions have come, Sandeep and Chetan, which we're looking into, which is there.
I was just answering all the questions, just like if say, let's.
Yeah, it would be better if you can talk about it as well, because there are people who would not be maybe getting access to it. So we'll answer these questions one by one. So I guess first we'll start with the basic question itself, the locations and the network we already have. So what kind of location we already have presence in?
Location are all the major cities, as you know, Smart, just like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Kolkata, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Jaipur, and much more cities. And we'll share the list of all the cities we are working right now with you, so that you can mail them and they can inquire on your number, and we'll mail you all your districts we are currently present.
Sure. And we'll answer more questions also. I guess we'll start with the answered one already for everybody's interest, because it's been answered directly in the Q&A box. So first was Akash had asked the question on what all future products like business loan, personal loan, etc. Would be allowed to the existing franchisee at no additional cost. So as Sandeep has answered, yes, in the next phase, as and when the products and the services and the portfolio increases, we'll add these products and be made available to all our partners, which is there. So that is a future understanding and future revenue that you can also expect as and when we keep improving the portfolio, which is there. The next question was, can you provide commercial property loan, project finance, lease discounting? So yes, we do provide property loan and project finance, which is there. Next was, what are the various revenue streams for the franchise partners? So as Sandeep has mentioned, so sourcing of the leads is very important. The fulfillment is something that basic takes over. So upon the successful conversion, you are able to get a commission based on that. So the 40% for a unit franchisee and 45% of the paying that you are able to generate as a revenue stream. Master has two sources. So ideally you get your revenue from your own activity of lead generation and getting it fulfilled. Plus, the second is when your partners are able to generate successfully for you. So you are able to earn an additional percentage out of that. For Mr. Praveen, who provides the loans here, is it the aggregator model where Basic Home Loans has tie-up with various NBFCs in India, or the loan is dispersed by Basic itself? So loans are basically provided by the banks and the NBFCs only. What we initiate is the lending process. So start the own lending in initial phases, and then the bank looks after the documentation, gets the approval and everything, and then disperses the loan accordingly. So that is there. What is the typical payout on the loan disbursement of 50 lakhs for master and unit franchises? So it's about 0.45% of the paying for master and 0.4 as we stated with unit. They are so how we are different from Paisa Bazaar. So we are a master in the mortgage segment. So that is the advantage that Basic brings into the picture. Is there any leads support from the brand at all, or the leads to be generated by franchisees? So ideally, we are leveraging the franchise network because you become the first touch points. Right marketing, right guidance, right training, as I said, that becomes very crucial over here for all our partners, especially who are not coming from a finance background, that how we need to target the audience, which kind of audience do we target, and how we approach it, and the right training with the product knowledge is provided to everybody. Will you provide the help to generate the leads? Already answered over here. What we're looking into is office necessary. It is essential that we have a dedicated space available. So if you ideally about 150 square feet of a space is more beneficial for you as a partner also, because it creates the visibility, creates awareness in your local areas as well, and people are able to come comfortably over there, speak to you, discuss the options that they have, and then submit their documentations as well. So it's always better to have a dedicated space. You can start off their home, but you'll have to have a separate space dedicated to that. So ideally, if you're able to find a low rental commercial area and have a small office over there, you can do that as well. There are malls, grade 2 malls and other commercial buildings near societies and other areas also. You can establish this office over there, but it should be a commercial location. And how many franchisees are there? So about 25 plus network that we already have. Bank paying for successful. So it varies on the volume which is there. As a success rate would also vary. That we'll consider, but your pain about you get from the pain about 45% or 40 to 45% of that. Other questions, I'll take it up one by one as well. Many questions are coming in. Please feel free to keep putting your questions. How much is a bank paying for a typical transaction? Can you explain with examples? So Sandeep, can you give an example on how the paying works with the disbursement, maybe give people an idea about the process?
Sure, sure. So actually, Sath, it depends on the, कोई भी कन्वर्जन हो, कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन हो, कोई इसमें हमारे पास जो फिक्स पे आउट है, हमारे एक स्लैब्स हैं जो बैंक्स के साथ है, जितना हम वॉल्यूम करते हैं, ट्रांजैक्शन कितनी भी टिपिकल हो, हमें उससे नहीं है। जो मेजर चीज होती है वो है कि वॉल्यूम उस बैंक के साथ कितना कर रहे हो, जितना वॉल्यूम कर रहे हो उसमें आपका वेरीज करता है कि आपको उसका कितना पे आउट और पे इन मिल रहा है। तो ट्रांजैक्शन टिपिकल है तो उसमें जस्ट ऑफ टाइम टेन्योर बढ़ जाएगा उसको लोन को ट्रांजैक्शन होने में, जस्ट लाइक पे आउट वुड बी रिमेन द सेम। तो जितना पे आउट आएगा, जस्ट लाइक वी आर ऑफरिंग 0.40 and 4.45 to master franchisee, we are committed to that. We'll share the list of payout we are getting right now to the
Sure.
partners who are willing to this, and we can provide according to that.
So I'll also maybe add a example, Mr. Praveen, if you're just asking. Say, for example, we get about 40 odd leads that we are coming, and maybe convert about 2/3 or maybe 3/4 of the leads. So about 30 odd conversions. So average value that you can see is anywhere about 40 odd lakh rupees for a disbursement to 40 to maybe 60 lakh rupees. So that gives overall revenue about 13 odd lakh rupees. So say, for example, even if you get 1%, so out of 1%, that becomes a 13.1 lakh rupees, 13.10 lakh rupees. That will give you at a 40% of a payout about 5.5 lakh rupees. So typically about on an average disbursement value of about 40 odd lakh rupees with about 30 odd conversions in a year, that you are able to earn as a partner about 5 to 7.5 lakh rupees easily at the beginning. And then as and when your network, if you are having a very strong network and you're able to generate more than 50 to 60 leads, then your payout also goes to maybe a 10 to a 15 lakh rupees. So with all your expenses and everything in mind, you're able to earn a EBITDA of about 2.5 to 3.5 lakh rupees initially with about a 30 odd leads. If you go about a 50 to 60 leads in a year conversion successfully, you're able to earn about a 8 to 12 lakh rupees in a year as a profit EBITDA, which is there. So it depends upon how much as a partner you are able to leverage, how much of successful leads and quality leads you are able to generate. So anywhere at the minimum, say even say 30. So that gives you an example of maybe 2 to 3 people in a month. You are able to generate a profit of about 3 odd lakh rupees on an investment of about 50,000 for a unit franchisee, which you're seeing. The tenure, ideally 1 year for a partner, 3 years for a bigger partner at the maximum. But depending on the relationship fulfillment, we can always discuss for a bigger scope that we're looking into. But for a unit franchisee, it is 1 year. And next question is, please. So how much, Sandeep, how much would be the typical success rate of conversion of
Just like
applications?
we have fulfillment franchises with us, which we are providing the leads to them, and we are starting this, through franchisee India by sourcing it, originating the leads franchisees, just like we are offering right now to the people. So currently, the existing franchisee, they have more conversion rates of about 20, 25, 26 percentage. Just we are giving them the leads and they are converting it to disbursements.
Okay. And
Now,
now here the brand and the brand would also be actively supporting our partner. So we could
yeah,
expect a much better conversion with the right support and the right
with
documentation.
originating, it would be more because the customer we will get from these originating franchisee would be, potential customers, which will be readily convertible. So it would be
Correct.
more than 60 to 70%. Should
Correct.
be.
So 70% becomes for everybody who's over there, so it's very crucial to understand why 70% is because we have the right qualifying mechanisms at the beginning itself. So with the right quality and everywhere. So people who are coming to you and then gets uploaded on the system itself, they are high potential, good quality leads, which is there. And then with the support of the brand and the banks and NBFC, we are able to generate a very high success rate for people. One deal, what with the manufacturer. So if you have, you're saying 40% commission payout for franchisees.
It's
And
40%
you
from the
mentioned 41,
pain.
which
They, I think they have misunderstood this.
yes,
40% of the pain we are getting from the banks in terms of, and 0.440% of the total volume disbursed of a customer get the loan of. Please understand the difference. 40% is the pain from we are getting from the bank, and 0.40 is the total volume of the case disbursed.
hopefully that is clear for our audience over here. How many staff members are required for unit franchisees? So you can start off on your own. If you already have a existing setup, if you're a CA, you already looking over there, so you can do that. Plus, in addition, as you grow, you may have one or two more people to have the calling and activity and maybe speaking with the customers as well as when you go and develop your uh, network, which is there. So ideally, initially, you can start off on your own and then maybe have one or two people to support you as you grow in the system. What we so are we able to compete with banks as office? So, what
As,
will be
as
the
per the
our rate of
NBFC,
interest?
NBFCs are currently giving rate of interest starting from 13 to 14%, and banks are giving a much lower. But I want to get it from this Mr. Maheshwara that क्या इसके बारे में बात करें जो हम लैंडिंग स्टार्ट करने वाले नेक्स्ट फेज में वहां के होम लोन की बात कर रहे हैं या सिर्फ एनबीएफसीज की बात करें क्योंकि एनबीएफसीज आर गिविंग मच हायर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट फ्रॉम द बैंक्स. It couldn't be compatible or couldn't compete with the banks because banks are the banks do the only very good profiles only and aboving उसके बाद जाके एनबीएफसी इस पे कॉल लेता है. तो 3 या 4% का उसमें डिफरेंस रहता ही है रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में।
All right. And Sandeep, couple of good examples that we can give how we are better than other home loan uh, franchisees or maybe the businesses which are there.
Yeah, we can
As of now.
do this. Our relationship manager and our contacts and our हमारे जो भी केसेस बैंक में जाता है वो प्राइवेटली और प्रेफरेबली लुकअप होता है। उसमें कोई भी ऑब्लाइजेशन आती है तो वो इजीली और बहुत टाइमली वो रिजोल्व हो जाती है, जो कस्टमर्स के लिए बिल्कुल बेनिफिट होता है किसी भी रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में या किसी भी चीज में, क्योंकि ऑब्लाइजेशन और होम लोन्स में आपको जस्ट लाइक 15 से 20 दिन का प्रोसेस उसमें टाइम लगता ही लगता है किसी भी आप होम लोन में जाएंगे। तो इससे थोड़ा क्रूशियल प्रोडक्ट है, इसमें काफी ऑब्लाइजेशन आती है जिसमें बेसिक हेल्प करता है, और बेसिक के कॉन्टेक्ट उनके रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर बैंक्स के साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन करके वो चीज कस्टमर के लिए ईज कर देते हैं। काफी लेवल पे जाके कस्टमर को जब वो एक जर्नी के थ्रू जाता है होम लोन लेने की, तो उसको काफी बेनिफिट साथ के साथ उसको नजर आते हैं कि क्या उसको एज ए नॉर्मल अगर वो बैंक को अप्रोच करता है तो उसको क्या बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं, और अगर वो बेसिक के थ्रू अप्रोच कर रहा है उसको क्या बेनिफिट्स मिल रहे हैं। सिस्टमेटिक के थ्रू
And
समटाइम्स उसके क्रॉस सेल प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, इंश्योरेंस होता है, उनके बारे में थोड़ा नॉलेजेबल कस्टमर को करना वो भी मेरा बेसिक का रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर करेगा। बैंक्स इतना वो नहीं करता।
Mhm.
बैंक्स के
And
एम्प्लॉइज हैं उनके इतने ज्यादा ऑक्यूपाइड हैं, वो कस्टमर को इतना प्रॉपरली बता नहीं पाएंगे किसी भी चीज के बारे में। सो एक कस्टमर को अवेयर करना उसकी प्रोसेस के बारे में, उसके लोन उसके टर्म्स कंडीशन के बारे में, दैट्स आल्सो डन बाय द बेसिक होम लोन, और स्पेशली इन मोर्टगेज होम लोन एंड लैब, टू प्रोडक्ट्स।
I guess this answers a lot of questions which was there. Another question, Sandeep, what are the charges on the client for getting the process? So what is the charges which are typically paid by them?
मिनिमम प्रोसेसिंग फीस रहता है जो बैंक लेता है, बैंक के एंड से ही वो चीज चार्ज होती है। बेसिक होम लोन कोई कस्टमर पे चार्ज नहीं करता किसी भी तरीके से, हमें कस्टमर सिर्फ बैंक की जो प्रोसेसिंग फीस होती है वो कस्टमर को देनी पड़ती है, उसके अलावा कोई चार्ज नहीं।
And other home generated. So lead, Mr. Vivek, is not generated by the brand. It's generated by you. That is your purpose as a partner to generate the lead, bring those quality leads, be the first touch point to be able to generate good quality leads for the brand, able to explain it to the customers initially, and the processing, again, reiterating how we need to do it, the right marketing, how we need to target the people, how we need to generate the lead. Everything is part of the training. So that is something that we are able to provide to you. So if you're coming from a non-financial background, that becomes really crucial. Even if you're coming from a financial background, there are two advantages. One is you already, say for example, you're a CA, you already have a very good network. So you're able to generate that. And then for targeting new customers, you're able to get the right training, support, marketing support tools, which is there so as to have that kind of awareness and get that kind of campaign for you. When it works from
One more
our side.
question, Mr. Lalit Gupta has asked, why should customer approach basic instead of basic NBFCs? Because we provide the multiple options to the customers. अगर कस्टमर का प्रोफाइल किसी एक बैंक और एनबीएफसी में, बिकॉज एनबीएफसी और बैंक्स में उनका एक पर्टिकुलर खुद का पॉलिसी है, वो उस पॉलिसी से वेरी नहीं करेगा, बट बेसिक के पास 85 लेंडर्स है जो कस्टमर की एलिजिबिलिटी के अकॉर्डिंग उसको उसी बैंक में पिच करेंगे जहां से उसका करंटली हो सकता है और बेस्ट रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट वहां से उसको मिल सकता है। तो कस्टमर का बहुत सारा टाइम बच जाएगा, कस्टमर की कंपैरिजन बच जाएगी। इवन वी आर नॉट चार्जिंग एनीथिंग ऑन कस्टमर। सो कस्टमर को हम फ्री सर्विस और रेडिली 1 या 2 दिन में करके दे देंगे कि आपको इस बैंक से प्रोवाइड होना है, एंड वी विल हेल्प इन दैट ऑल्सो। सो बेसिक के पास उसको जाने से उसको मल्टीपल सॉल्यूशंस मिलते हैं। बैंक से एनबीएफसी में जाएंगे उनके पास सिर्फ सिंगल पर्टिकुलर एक पॉलिसी होगा कि बैंक ये प्रोफाइल करता है दैट इज ओके, इफ ये नहीं करता तो वो सीधा डिक्लाइन कर देता रिक्वेस्ट। सो कस्टमर हैज टू गो अनदर बैंक with another documentation at complete process of 7 to 8 days,
Perfect. I guess most of the questions got answered through directly and indirectly through other questions. So do we need to have, Sandeep, I guess somebody is asking, do we need to have a bank account from our side that people need to be there? Ideally, if you talk about the process itself, separate requirement is not there. But if they already have an account in a bank and they want to get it processed through your side, so should they have some bank account or they get it easily done from the partner?
I have some bank account of FIHL work from your side. I couldn't get this question. Can you please elaborate and tell me again? I have some bank accounts of. Smart, can you please explain it again?
I guess how the whole process works. Do they need to have account, or they already have account somewhere? How, if they approach you, how would it work from your side, or they already have network? So how does it work? Do we need to have bank accounts created, or how do we leverage the existing
We don't
partnership? We
require any
already
bank
have a
account.
bank.
No, no, no. We don't require any bank account for any particular loan.
Okay, so any bank account will work,
Okay.
right?
या नो वरीज, इसमें कोई वो नहीं होता, तो बैंक की साइड से रिक्वायर्ड होता है। अगर वो चाहते हैं तो ठीक है, इट्स ऑप्शनल थिंग, नॉट अ मैंडेटरी थिंग।
So she's saying DSA from any bank.
जी सिर्फ मैंने जस्ट लाइक वी हैव कोड्स ओनली थ्रू ऑल द बैंक्स। हमारे कोड्स होते हैं, अकाउंट्स नहीं होते।
Hmm.
उस कोड्स पे ही हमारे जो बिजनेस मैप होता है उन कोड्स पे ही होता है।
Sure. So I guess, Mr. Mahindra, you can share your details. The team would be happy to approach you. I guess, Bharat, can we just put
Yes.
details over there?
Yeah,
So there are two ways to reach out to us. So you can send us a mail
so
at
we can,
feedback@franchiseindia.in.
sure, we can
And
connect one on one also.
yes, yes. So for that, or you can reach out to the number. So Bharat is just sharing the details in the chat box. Refer to that, please, and reach out to us. I guess many people have more questions and they would want to discuss in detail. So we can organize, explain the model to you better. We can have calls with Sandeep, Chetan, and the rest of the basic team. We'll be happy to
Yeah.
discuss it further. So Bharat, I'll hand it over to you. So before doing that, Sandeep, Chetan, any last message that you have for all our audiences who have come here and joined us, and the message for our potential investor?
Message is a simple, very very simple, smart. Just like if you want to regenerate or get more commissions और by side doing it, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं। और क्योंकि ये वो अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है जिसमें से आपको कस्टमर्स का लीड्स प्रोवाइड करना है, which is a 5 to 10 minutes things to share with us, just a lead, and we will fulfill that also. उसके बाद जस्ट लाइक इसमें एक मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट है एज पर कंपेयरिंग टू द अदर फ्रेंचाइजी। इसमें बिल्कुल मिनिमम कॉस्ट से आप स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, जिसमें हम आपको ब्रांडिंग एंड सारी चीजें देंगे, साथ के साथ सपोर्ट करेंगे, ट्रेनिंग्स वगैरह भी प्रोवाइड करवाएंगे, जिसमें हम आपको बताएंगे कि कैसे आप टारगेट ऑडियंस को रीच आउट करेंगे और उनसे लीड्स आप सोर्स करेंगे, विच विल बी फुलफिल्ड बाय बेसिक डायरेक्टली। और अब हम बिल्कुल उसी चीज को कंप्लीट करेंगे, कन्वर्जन उसमें ज्यादा ज्यादा हो और आपको मोर और मोर उस पर कमीशन मिले जितना ज्यादा हो। और आप एक कम फुल टाइम इस बिजनेस में भी आ सकते हैं, इसमें भी कोई इश्यू नहीं है कि फुल आगे आगे जब हम नेक्स्ट फेज में स्टार्ट करेंगे उसके बाद भी आप हम मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस आपके लिए अवेलेबल करेंगे, जस्ट फीचर्स होंगे, आगे प्रोडक्ट होंगे। मोस्ट ऑफ द लाइक पर्सनल लोन, बिजनेस लोन के कुछ ज्यादा लीड्स आती हैं तो वो भी हम आगे ऐड करेंगे इस फ्रेंचाइजी में नेक्स्ट फेज में। सो इट्स गुड टू स्टार्ट विद बेसिक वंस। आप इस मार्केट में आएंगे, अगर आप इस मार्केट से रिलेटेड हैं या नहीं भी हैं, दोनों के साथ साथ आप इस फ्रेंचाइजी अपॉर्चुनिटी को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। इसमें इतना ज्यादा, सही बताऊं तो सोचने की भी बात नहीं है, क्योंकि एक मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के बाद विच इज 50,000 ओनली, नॉट अ बिग डील फॉर यूनिट फ्रेंचाइजी। एंड इफ यू वांट टू डू इट तो फुल फिल बेस मतलब कंप्लीट उस पे भी जाना है आपको, तो भी आपको 10 से 15 लाख रुपए लगा के एक बार पूरा सेटअप हम आपको प्रोवाइड करवाएंगे, और पूरा ट्रेनिंग और पूरा बेसिक का ही कंप्लीट उसमें करेंगे, और हेल्प भी करेंगे। फ्रेंचाइजी इंडिया के साथ साथ बेसिक होम लोन भी आपको ग्रो करने में हेल्प करेगा उसी पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन में। मेरे ऑफिस भी है हर जगह, किसी भी तरीके का कोई भी सपोर्ट चाहिए होगा तो वो हम प्रोवाइड करेंगे, और एक बेटर होम लोन एक्सपीरियंस देंगे कस्टमर को जिनको अफोर्डेबल में लेना है, और अफोर्डेबल में। और बैंक्स की जो होम लोन्स की मार्केट है सर, कभी भी डाउन नहीं होने वाली है सर, लॉन्ग टर्म बिजनेस। हमेशा से घर खरीदते जाएंगे, रीसेल होते जाएंगे, रीफाइनेंस होते जाएंगे, विच इज अ बेटर थिंग टू स्टार्ट।
करेक्ट। लॉन्ग टर्म सस्टेनेबिलिटी है बिजनेस
या
में।
बिल्कुल।
जो आपको सपोर्ट पूरा मिलता है, आप जैसे जैसा नेटवर्क बिल्ड करते रहते हैं, आपका जो खुद का भी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी भी इंक्रीज होती रहेगी, और बैंक आपको पूरा सपोर्ट देता है टू मेक दैट सक्सेसफुल। सो एज सिंपल एज 30 से शुरू करके आप 60-100 लोगों तक आप जैसे जाएंगे, आपकी वो ग्रोथ जर्नी जो रहेगी, जो 2-3-4 लाख रुपए प्रॉफिट से लेके आपके 10-15 लाख प्लस का प्रॉफिट हो सकता है, इवन एज अ इंडिविजुअल पार्टनर, डिपेंडिंग आप कितने अच्छे से लेवरेज कर पाते हैं, कितने अच्छे से ग्रो कर सकते हैं। पार्ट टाइम, फुल टाइम, प्रॉपर, जैसे आइडियली व्हाट वी वांट कि एक्टिव पार्टनर्स मिले हमें, तो आप अगर जैसे उसमें रहते हैं, आप फुल टाइम इसको बिजनेस अपना बना के एज अ अपॉर्चुनिटी भी बना सकते हैं, एज अ सोर्स ऑफ इनकम फॉर यू. सो यू कैन रीच आउट टू द नंबर, आई गेस स्क्रीन पे भी दिख रहा है ऑलरेडी, being put by Bharat also in the chat box. So 9717683838. So I'll repeat, 9717683838. I'll hand it over to you, Bharat, for the closing.
So if there is no further question, then we are at the end of this presentation. Thank you so much, Sandeep and Samad, for very well explained presentation. And thank you so much, viewers, for an excellent engagement in Q&A session. So that was all about the basic home loan and the available business opportunity. That's it for the day. I would like to thank our panelists for joining this webinar. We appreciate your presentation and the business opportunity you are offering to the potential partner. To the viewers, yes, I can understand you may have more questions. If you want to have a one-on-one session with discussion with the brand, please call us on our hotline number 9717683838. You can also write us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. We will again come up with a new brand, and we will explore other opportunities in the brand. Till then, stay tuned and take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, everyone.